Welcome to Endgame Finance. Today, guys, we're talking about VinFast. VinFast, a new electric vehicle manufacturer out of Vietnam. U.S. listed shares of Vietnamese EV VinFast have plunged close to 60% in 3 days following a big bang on NASDAQ listing that valued the car maker twice as much as Ford and General Motors. About 99% of the firm controlled by the founder. The small amount of publicly available shares makes this stock extremely prone to volatility. On Friday, VinFast shares fell close to 25%. Just 45 million worth of VinFast shares have been traded in the late morning on Friday compared to $29 billion worth of shares in Tesla. So we can see VinFast has only put very little amount of shares on the market. So a very little share can be traded, and because it's just such a minuscule amount, the price can be manipulated very easily to the upside or downside, or it can just be played up, down by a single hedge fund. So it's extremely risky buying these shares right now. The company said it intends to raise capital from global investors over the next 18 months. This is not a good thing to say because you're basically saying to your existing shareholders, we're going to dilute you. The shares you have now are going to be worth a lot less because we're just going to keep printing more and more shares, just selling more and more. So let's look at some of the numbers for VinFast. VinFast posts deeper loss in Q1, highest July completion of SPAC mergers that has occurred. Vietnamese EV maker VinFast has reported drop in the first quarter revenue by 49%, with net loss deepening to almost $600 million in the first full reporting period since it started exporting to the United States. Now, this is not good. We've seen this with Rivian, we've seen this with Tesla in the past. Basically, any EV maker that wants to scale, that wants to be a major player, has to lose a lot of money, and they have to sell volumes of vehicles just to break even. These guys are not even close. So betting on these guys is betting on an extremely unprofitable company. In 2022, VinFast lost $2.1 billion. Now, still, this money is all probably coming from the founder. He's probably injecting the majority of the cash into his company from his own pockets, and that's why he believes he should keep the control of the company. However, once he starts diluting shareholders, because he will need to dilute shareholders, he probably cannot sustain funding this company in the excess of 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 billion dollars in cash. So he will require outside markets, and this company will be heavily diluted. This company will probably issue 3 times as many shares outstanding as they are right now. So we're looking at a pretty sizable dilution of current shareholders. Now, the founder believes that VinFast could break even as soon as the end of 2024. He says he expects to sell as many 50,000 units this year, an almost 7-fold increase over 2022, as it ramps up exports to North America and stops shipping to Europe. I highly doubt these numbers. I really don't believe they'll be able to break even as soon as 2024. If they're still in business, if they're still operating in the next few years, as soon as I see personally these guys breaking even is 2027. And I don't see them even selling 50,000 units this year or even next year because these guys want to heavily focus on North American markets. However, you see their car designs, they're very similar to European designs. So I would personally suggest to this company that they heavily focus on European markets. I will personally not be adding or buying any shares of VinFast. In my opinion, I would stick to Tesla and I would stick to Rivian shares over VinFast. I would not even go close to VinFast at least for another few years until we see there's actual demand for their products and until we see they will have enough cash to avoid bankruptcy, because the majority of EV makers are headed straight to bankruptcy. If you guys disagree or have any questions or concerns, please let me know below. Guys, as always, just have a great day.